Good morning, everybody. It's Ryan. How's it going? Happy Friday. It's June 26, 2020, 5:20 a.m. I'm finally waking up at a, well, I say I finally waking up at a decent time to record one of these, but I'm usually up at 5 a.m. anyway, and I end up just spending like 30 minutes lying on my side in bed, browsing the internet. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Friday. Good morning to you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing and Chill. As you can see, I have my best Christmas sweater on. That's because during yesterday's stream, we did a test run of a ton of island tours that we're going to be doing for tomorrow's stream. We'll be doing an 8-hour stream tomorrow on June 27th at around 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we'll be doing a ton of island tours. So I think the queue system that we implemented yesterday and tried to do worked out well, and so I think we're going to implement that. Otherwise, I didn't mean to get right into the video so quickly, but that's what's going on. It's a rainy day today on Diamond here, my island. So let me go ahead and just change into my usual rain gear. I don't have a raincoat. I usually wear that parka. Here it is. And for bottoms, let's just throw on something, yeah, let's throw on some sweatpants, make it kind of casual as well. And I think the umbrella is just sitting in my inventory. Let's get some matching Converses up in here. Perfect. All right, otherwise, hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday so far. As you can see, I have a ton of gifts from the island visits yesterday as well, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in storage. While I talk about the big thing, the big talking point from this video, which you can already see in the title, which I think is what I'm going to title it. As of this morning, when I woke up, guys, we have 20,000 subscribers on the channel as of right now, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys so much for 20,000 subscribers. That's amazing that 20,000 of you are in any way interested in anything that I do on YouTube, or even on the Twitch side of things as well. So thank you guys so much. You all are super kind and super generous with all the kind words from this series and just all the videos in general. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on these videos, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. At least from what I can tell, you guys are enjoying them. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say. I'm gonna be thanking you guys at every juncture of a subscriber milestone here. I know that I miss a few every now and again, like whenever we hit I think 17 or 19,000. I missed a few of them, obviously, because I don't want to get too annoying by thanking you guys for every 1,000 subs. But truly, you know, 2 weeks ago we hit 10,000, and now 2 weeks later we're at 20,000. So it keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This community that we're building has just been getting better and better. So I forgot my umbrella. Oh well. So the biggest thing for this video, the reason I wanted to wake up earlier and make this video, was primarily say thank you. You know, I don't know what I did to amass that many subscribers in that short amount of time. I feel like 20,000 is a lot in 2 weeks, or rather, well, it'd be 10,000 technically. I gained 10,000 in 2 weeks, but I feel like it's a lot, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm inflating that feeling just a tad bit. I hope not. But yeah, it's absolutely incredible. From Matthew, thanks for visiting. Hope this visit helped prepare for the next island visit streams. Matthew, thank you so much. I don't know what your username is going to be on YouTube, but thank you so much for letting me tour your island and being part of the test stream yesterday. Thank you. Got some gifts from Keaton. Gwen just sending us a letter, and Gladys also sending us some goodies here too. Let's take a look and see what our villagers have got me. Pendulum clock. And a knit hat. Okay. What does a knit hat look like? I could wear that. I guess I'll wear that during this rainy day here. Alright, but yeah, no, thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel so far. I really appreciate it. You guys are super kind with all the wonderful comments that you guys leave. And, you know, I'll try to keep this series going as long as possible for you guys because I really have been enjoying it. You know, interestingly enough, I was, why is KK here already? Oh, that's right. It's because it's the bug off tomorrow. That's right. We're going to be doing the bug off tomorrow. I was like, did I time travel unintentionally? Let me just make sure. Friday, June 26th. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I'm glad that they accounted for that. Good, good. Good for you, Nintendo. So yeah, I was going to make one of these videos here yesterday, but as you all saw, we all got a pretty, well, it's not a big update. It's an update, but I think a lot of people would consider at this point updates for this game to be things that are more quality of life. More things that are in tune to, like, bulk crafting and stuff like that, which is something, you know, I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not sure if that's something they're going to change. I don't know if that's something that they're ever going to add. I know there are a lot of people who are asking for it, but I don't know. There's something about that, adding that kind of function to the game that I don't think they would be too privy to doing, so I'm not quite sure. But either way, yeah, I was going to make one of these videos yesterday, and then the announcement dropped, or the trailer, for the summer update, Wave 1. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and give it a watch. There's some cool stuff in there. I'll give you a second before I talk about it, just in case, but I'm sure you all have. Okay, are you back? Okay, how awesome is Pascal? So yeah, no, I mean, I know that, like, there's been a lot of data mining going on recently. Well, actually, not even really recently. It's more like, for the past few months, there's been a lot of data mining about potential new features and stuff like that. Oh my god, we finally got that garden bench. I've been trying my best not to catalog to extend the life of my game, and I finally got this garden bench, dude. I love the way this garden bench looks. I'm going to be implementing that everywhere. Actually, I want to go ahead and make some of that before this video is over, too. Don't let me forget. I'm probably going to forget. Either way, you know, there's been a lot of speculation regarding the ability to dive in the ocean and stuff like that. And as far as I can tell, right now, it is only the ability to dive in the ocean. While I would love for them to implement it so you can also jump into rivers and lakes and ponds that you make on your island as well, I doubt that's going to be a function. Well, actually, like, I'm basically 100% sure that's not going to happen anymore, because the animation that pops up on the trailer literally says the ocean opens up. So it was a nice thought there, Ryan, but definitely not going to happen. But yeah, so swimming and diving for sea creatures and stuff has been speculated for a while, and I'm glad that it looks the way that it does. My thought process when people were data mining it was that it was simply going to be, they're like, oh my god, let me get some water. I finally have water with me this time, I've learned. My thought process was going to be like, you would stand near a body of water, or rather the ocean, right? Like you would stand next to it, and you would see like bubbles or something pop out, and you would then just jump right in, your character would dive down, and then it would come back up again, and then he'd be like, hey, look what I found. I'm glad that it's like you actually jump into the water and then you swim around and then you get to find sea creatures that way. That is really, really awesome. And I know it's gonna add an interesting layer of depth to these Animal Crossing and chill videos. So that's really cool. In addition, like I mentioned just a moment ago, just in passing, we have Pascal, a new NPC. I'm curious to see how they're going to implement that. I wonder what exactly Pascal's function or feature is going to be. Obviously, we have our weekly NPCs that have the potential to come in. But, you know, I think a lot of people before the wedding event forgot that Harv even existed. And I said this in my trailer reaction video. I wonder if it's going to be the same thing for Pascal. In that, I wonder if he has his own little section that you can go to, or maybe you can go out and buy tickets to like a deep dive sea expedition or something. When they showed it off in the trailer, the character was in a diving suit, which people actually told me if you don't want to know this, then, you know, it's spoilers, cover your ears. That it's something that you get from, I think it's from Nook's Cranny or something. I can't quite remember. It's my usual morning brain fart. But, so I thought when I watched the trailer initially that it was going to be like something that you wear when you go to his section or his island or what have you. And then people told me that it's actually something that you can purchase and, you know, own and just wear around. So, I still speculate that there's going to be little areas or little particular sections where you get to go and meet with Pascal, and do his thing. And I'm sticking to it until someone data mines otherwise. Finally sold on my turnips, so I'm actually going to check really quick my island rating to see if it is back up to a 5-star rating. Thanks to fellow Discord user Seriously Now. Also goes on Nintendo as Serifium, I think is how you pronounce the name. Thank you so much for letting me sell all my turnips on your island. Made a pretty good profit. Was selling them for $6.10, which is pretty cool. I also forgot to log into my resident services center yesterday, so that happened. Let me see. Is it 5 stars again, Isabel? Yes, ma'am. So I've been plucking a lot of the flowers that you can generally get from seeds to clean up my island. I'm doing a little bit of more landscaping on my island at the moment. And because a lot of the flowers that were on my island at the time were primarily just flowers that you could buy from the shop or plant with seeds, which I have all the seeds at this point. Decided to go ahead and clean those up because it, you know, if I ever want them back again, I can just replant them. Let me check to see if my green mum cloned yet. It has not. All right. So let's check on our flowers here. I really just want this whole thing to be a checkerboard of black and gold roses. I know that I should kind of be separating my gold roses from the black roses, maybe for the sake of duplication. I don't know if gold roses can duplicate, but either way, if nothing else for the sake of just to make it look pretty for the catalog. But either way, I just want this to be a checkerboard pattern first before I do that. Gonna go ahead and pull up the 12x12 guide here really quick. And in one of the most recent chill videos, there was a comment that received a lot of attention from you guys, asking me to do a guide for the 12x12 breeding thing that I have here. And I won't do a full guide because there is a full guide out on YouTube, and I know that I just committed like YouTube sin essentially by referencing another video. Let me reference it in another way. I won't reference the name of the channel or link to the video, but if you search up 12x12 breeding guide, you will find it. Now, just a fair warning, when I tried to record that at a certain point in the past, it did take me over 20 minutes, and the video for that current guide on YouTube is about 20 minutes long. So if you guys are looking for more of a Spark Notes version of it, which is basically like a 5 to 10 minute explanation of how it works, I could certainly do that and give it my best shot. But if you're looking for a comprehensive guide, which I haven't watched, so I don't know how comprehensive it is, but it's 20 minutes long, you can find it, no problem. Let me go ahead and put all this stuff away here that I've been collecting over the last few minutes. Yep, there it is, day one. All right. Let's deposit all this. So as you can see, our bank account's looking pretty good now. Back up to 15 million bells. I guess while we have an opportunity here, while I'm looking at the flower breeding guide, I did want to talk about this really quick. How long have we been recording so far? 14 minutes. Okay. This might be the last thing I talk about, too. So, during yesterday's stream, there were... Okay, so let's try to start from the beginning. You know, there have been a lot of people who have been asking me whether or not I would do island tours and things of that nature. And You know, as I mentioned before, the longest time that answer has been no. And with the upcoming stream tomorrow, for anybody who plans on stopping by, I just wanted to kind of address a few things. And I'll make a community post about this too on YouTube, and then I'll post it up on the Discord channel for you guys as well for information. If you're not already part of the Discord channel, there's a link to the Discord in the description down below. But so the way that the queue system worked was at a certain point during the beginning of the stream, I opened a queue where people could join by using a command in chat, and then when their name was pulled and it was ready for their island, or it was their turn for their island to be toured, they had to whisper me the dodo code on Twitch, and then we toured the island that way. Now here's the thing. These island tours can sometimes have a lot to unpack. And, wow, I'm only 4 spaces away from having a full inventory. Yikes. So these island tours can have a lot to unpack, and there was one island in particular that we did yesterday that had a lot going on for it. So each island tour is going to take about, as far as I can tell, in addition to loading screens and stuff like that, which in my opinion are the bane of this game, anywhere between 8 to 12 minutes on average, depending on what kind of layout they have for their island, how it's set up and stuff like that. So imagine even in an 8-hour stream, right? Let's do some quick math here. I'm going to pull out a calculator because I'm too lazy to do that mentally. In an 8-hour stream, if I do, what, 6 islands per hour, 48 islands. I mean, there were over 100 people in the stream yesterday, and most of them were there just to see the test run and make sure that it worked properly. But if 100 people enter in their islands into the queue, there is going to be absolutely no way that I would be able to get to all of those islands. So it did come out that there were quite a few people in chat who were not afraid to voice their frustration that their island did not get toured. And I know that for a lot of people, you know, who hear that, they're going to be like, well, they can get over it. You know, you have no obligation to tour their island and stuff like that. And it's like, for me, I understand that. I know that. But my thing is, it's that reason in particular right there, which is why I didn't even want to start down the path of doing island tours. And if that's the kind of reception that's going to happen from it, I'd really rather just not do it. Because then you just have people in the chat who are, for like 45 minutes, sending messages over and over again asking when it's their turn, instead of just enjoying the stream and enjoying hanging out with people and watching the islands. They're just sitting there basically spamming and getting really angry that their island is not being toured next. So for anybody who plans on coming out to the island tours tomorrow, just understand that if I don't get to your island, it's nothing against you, and it's just that I can't imagine myself doing island tours for 8 hours. If anything, we'll probably do island tours for like maybe 3-4 hours tops, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, we'll see how it goes primarily. And I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest really quick because it was something that I noticed, and I didn't address it on the stream because I didn't want to kind of ruin the vibe of the stream. We were all having a pretty good time up until that point. But yeah, when I ended the stream, you know, there was a bit of a little bit of negativity from a few people talking about how they were kind of upset that they didn't get their island toured. So just a heads up. I think what I'm gonna do is, honestly, there's no easy way for me to do a queue system for this. There was a part of me that thought of making it a sub-only queue system, but I felt like that was too, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it was too... I feel like it shut too many people out. I don't want people to feel like they have to pay money on Twitch in order to get their island toured. Because I know that there are people who would love to get their island toured. And that's awesome. You know what? I really shouldn't be doing this. My inventory is almost full. Or my storage is almost full. And I don't want subs to get any more special treatment than the people who lurk in the streams for hours on end and spend all their time there. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to make it sub-only, and I really don't want to have to do that if it ever comes down to it. Like, if we want to keep on doing island tours and stuff like that. But yeah. So, I'll still figure out a way to do it. I don't know if I should just, like, do first come, first serve, and then cap off at, like, 20 people or something. I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. So many DIYs. So all of these flowers were pretty much useless to me, and yeah, I could plant them, but honestly, at this point, if I wanted to get these particular flowers, I would simply just clone the ones that I currently have. Even though flowers are like the simplest way. Actually, let me put some here. Let's do that. Let's put some of the hybrids here. Make it look real pretty. I don't think yellow is a hybrid, but I'm gonna put it out here anyway because it looks really nice. And then, let's put out this red pansy here. We'll just get it kind of right behind this, this hedge wall here, and then this red windflower right here. Nice. Okay. I think we had Kix yesterday, which is one of the guaranteed weekly villagers. So there is a chance, possibly, that we can see Gulliver today, I think. I can't remember the NPCs that were here on my island at all earlier this week. So I'm not sure. I also just realized as I'm running around here that I went totally sidetracked. I was in the middle of talking about the May update, I think, and then I started talking about something completely different. I think it was more about the flower breeding garden, and then we went to island tours. But yeah, oh yeah, we ended off on Pascal and what we could see from him and stuff like that. So, yeah, really awesome to see all the sea creatures and stuff that we can collect as well, that we're going to be able to donate to the museum. I always enjoy seeing the museum flourish and you know, start to get more full. And I think the addition of more sea creatures is going to make the aquarium side of it all look more awesome. So I'm excited for that. I did mention this in the video, the reaction video yesterday, that I'm curious to see what Pirate Gulliver means. I don't know if that means simply that he's going to give us pirate-themed items, pirate-themed DIYs, and if he does, how will this impose whenever he gives things like Stonehenge? I think he gives Stonehenge, or that's a DIY recipe, I can't remember. But like, how does that happen when it comes to him giving you different items? Does that replace those items? Does it add to it? Does it make those items less likely to appear? I'm sure there's a data mine on it somewhere, but I certainly don't know about it. All right, a lot of landscaping up here into the campsite that I need to do. I definitely want to make the campsite look a little bit cleaner, which is something that I've thought about working on for a while now, but just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. And I still need to move that little park area up at the front back here as well. All right, gonna go ahead and sell off these flowers here. Actually, once I sell the flowers, I'm gonna go ahead and take my thumbnail, and I think we'll call that a video from here. We've been recording now for about 24 minutes, and I think I got to all the talking points I wanted to talk about. We talked about, thank you for all the subs so far. We talked about the May update a little bit. We talked about the upcoming island tours and stuff like that. So, yeah. I think I hit pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. Let me grab my umbrella, which is all the way at the bottom. It's a giant leaf. Wait, where is it? It's in fashion. All right, fashion, leaf, umbrella, move to pockets. Cool. But yeah, it seemed like a lot of people were excited for the swimming portion of the update. There were some people who were really excited about Pascal, but it seemed like the majority of you guys were really excited just for swimming. So I think we can all agree on that. Let me see, actually, how's this bridge look for a screenshot? Let me pull out my umbrella first. I don't think I've taken a picture on this bridge yet. Need to move a little bit more to the left. A little bit more to the left. That way I can stand right here. Let me see. Alright, so that's a sharp one. This is a pop one, just to make it look a little bit less gloomy. Oops. So we'll do that same emote. Or reaction. What other reaction could we do? It's so funny when they clap with one hand. There's laughter. Which I think if I did, I would do right here. I've used the laughter emote or reaction quite a bit in recent thumbnails. I'll pick something from that. Alright. Let's go sell these flowers. So yeah, the worst part about these unedited, just straight talking podcast style videos is that unfortunately it means that my talking points will get lost quite quickly. So I apologize if you guys get frustrated if at any point during the middle of like a conversation or something that I'm having that I immediately like nix it and we don't even talk about it anymore. Especially if I know there's more stuff about it that I want to say, but my mind goes pretty wild whenever I make one of these videos and it's not very consistent. So I apologize for that, but I do my best. I do my best, and I hope you guys, well, let's say I hope. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me in regards to that. So, that is going to do it for this episode of Animal Crossing and Chill. Again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 20,000 subs. You guys are absolutely fantastic, and the support on the channel and support over on Twitch and in every other regard has been absolutely incredible. And I couldn't thank you guys anymore. Well, at least until 30,000 subs. So I appreciate it once again. As I mentioned before, we're going to be doing some island tours tomorrow, starting at around 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's when we'll start taking island tour queues and stuff like that. So if you want to have your island toured, or rather, if you want to have the potential to get your island toured, stop by the stream tomorrow. As I mentioned, I probably, most likely, will not get to all of them. And I'll figure out what kind of cap we should put on it just in case. That way people aren't jumping in and sitting around for 2 to 3 hours with the expectancy that they're going to get their island toured, and then it doesn't happen. So I'll be working on that today to make sure that tomorrow's stream goes off without a hitch, and then hopefully people won't get too upset, and we'll hopefully just stick around and just watch all the islands being toured and hopefully get some inspiration for their own islands and just see, you know, other people's islands. It's always fun to see how other people have taken this game and what their expression means with the things that they've done on their island. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. We talked about the Mayday update a little bit, which I'm still really excited for, and I know that you guys are too, so that's awesome. Yeah, that's it. So, link to the Twitch is going to be down in the description below. I'm also going to post a pinned comment with the Twitch channel just in case too. But otherwise, guys, that'll do it for this episode of Animal Crossing and Chill. I just want to say thank you guys again for 20,000. Thank you guys so much for all the support. If you're new to the channel and enjoyed this episode or style of a Let's Play for Animal Crossing New Horizons, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I usually post these types of Let's Play videos at least once or twice a week. It's basically just like a podcast-style video. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. Also, be sure to comment down below anything as well. It's really awesome to see your guys' feedback and comments and stuff too. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Friday. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend if I don't see or talk to you during the stream at all. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Thanks again for 20,000. Appreciate it very much, and I'll see you next time.